Hello guys, Solitaire Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Yokai Watch. When I first heard about this video game series, it sounded a lot like Pokemon in terms of catching yokais and using them in battle. I was curious about this video game series and wanted to see how it would set itself apart from Pokemon. In this video, I will only be talking about the first game in the series. In the first game, you play a main character that walks into a temple one day and discovers a yokai that was trapped in a capsule that was in a capsule machine. That yokai then tells the main character that there are yokais everywhere around him. The yokai gives the main character tools to attack other yokais and see them. Now the main character is on a mission to resolve issues that are caused by yokai throughout the town. This game was not a ripoff of Pokemon in any way. It was able to make its own capturing and battling system that was unique from Pokemon. In order to befriend yokais in this game, you have to find out what kind of food they like and then feed to them during battle. Then they will join your team. That has its own positive and negative. The positive is that it's something unique that I haven't seen before in video games. But the negative was that you have to test out so many food items on yokais, and it takes way too much time. In order to even detect the yokais, you have to use a watch to find out their general location, and then use lens to detect them. It gives off a different experience than finding Pokemon, but it becomes a hassle. So say I want to battle lots of yokais. Well, I can't just keep walking around the same area over and over. I have to walk all around the map. In Pokemon, you could just walk around in circles in the tall grass, and Pokemon will quickly fight you. You could go into alleys and level up yokais that way, but soon the yokais will stop giving you lots of experience, and you have to search for a different alley. Training can be such a pain. Trying to detect yokais is a major hassle as well, because if you're not in the alley, you have to detect yokais using your lens. And the problem with that is that you have to put your lens over yokai for several seconds. The issue is that the yokai keeps moving around. It makes it almost impossible at times to detect yokais, especially if they're quick. So, not only do you have to walk around a lot in order to even find them, you then have to put your lens over them and hope they don't move too quickly so that you can battle them and capture them. The battle system, though, is very interactive and fun. You're not just pressing a button over and over. You're managing 6 yokais at once, though only 3 yokais can be active at one time. Basically, in the lower screen of the 3DS, you're managing a wheel with 6 of your yokais. When you feel like switching out one of your 3 yokais, you simply spin the wheel. So, you have to constantly spin the wheel so that can use yokais that can use their special moves right away, and use yokais that are not low on health. In order to heal yokais, you have to spin the wheel, and once the yokai is not active, you can feed them food. I have never seen a battling system like this for a JRPG game that made me so active during battles. It made the battle so intense because I have to switch yokais in and out quickly, and not only that, but I have to play mini games in order to even use the yokai special attacks. You have to tap certain things on the screen, spin things around, and draw as well. I have never been so nervous and have to press buttons so quickly in a game before. It was so exciting and made me really focus on the battles. Certain yokais are weak against others, and certain yokais work better with other yokais in a team, so you have to really manage your formations during battles. During battle, you are making one yokai use a special attack. In the meantime though, the other yokais are being controlled by the computer, and the computer will heal, attack, guard, or make the boss waste a turn. It all depends on yokai's personality. There are many kinds of personalities like gentle, calm, rough, and many more. So the game really makes you think about strategy, which I like. It's not a good idea to have so many yokais on one team that are healers, because then you can't do enough damage. Another great thing about this game is that it tells you where to go next. You don't have to look at a walkthrough, which makes the game really enjoyable to play through. The difficulty in this game is just right. The bosses are tough, but they won't take many hours to beat. It depends on how quickly you can switch out and manage your yokais. The story for this game isn't that great. Basically, during each episode, a yokai disrupts humans, and the main character has to stop yokai, either through battling them or through doing tasks for them. It isn't anything that deep or enjoyable to watch. Sometimes in this game, you have to explore large areas with multiple floors. The game does a great job with exploring areas because you do have to think a little to proceed to the next floor of each area, but it isn't anything that you have to use a walkthrough for. There are tons of quests as well to do in this game, so if you're bored with the story, there are plenty of side missions to do. I was very disappointed with the fusion system. I thought in this game you could fuse any yokais together, like in Persona or Shin Megami Tensei, but nope, only certain yokais can fuse together, and there aren't that many fusions available. I don't understand why the fusion system is so limited. The graphics for this game look very nice, the music was decent, the controls were very easy to follow. I didn't really care much for the characters. I mean, you have a main character that doesn't speak much, a yokai named Whispers that wasn't that entertaining. I did like the yokai named Jibanyan because of how energetic they were, but that was about it. So in this game, you're basically spending half the time grinding for levels and capturing stronger yokais, and the other half of the time, you're completing story missions and fighting the boss of each episode. It's a good game, but grinding for levels and trying to befriend stronger yokais felt like an annoying chore. I don't mind grinding in Pokemon because you're just walking around in the tall grass over and over, but in Yokai Watch, it's a hassle to find yokais and detect them. I did like the battling system though. I give this game a 7 out of 10. So, that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day or night wherever you are. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.